What's up everyone, Willie Apple here, and today we're going to be talking about macOS Sequoia 15.4 and what features it could include inside the software. We've got quite a bit to talk about, let's get started. The first feature has to do with the Mail app. We're getting mail categorization inside the Mail app. So basically, this was referenced inside the code in macOS Sequoia 15.1. If you were to go to the help menu and type in categories, you would see that it just showed up in here. However, we never got mail categories inside of macOS 15.1, and we still did not get it in 15.2 or 15.3. Now, we have seen a picture of what it will look like already by Apple when they announced the M4 iMac. So this is kind of a confirmed feature at this point, and it is happening with macOS Sequoia 15.4. This is their last opportunity since this is the last big update that Apple will be doing until iOS 19 and macOS 16. Now, the next thing has to do with new emojis. We're getting quite a bit of interesting emojis here. So we have a brand new face. I know people love faces quite a bit. We have a fingerprint emoji, a paintball emoji, a radish emoji, a dead tree emoji, a harp emoji, and a shovel emoji. So you'll be able to use these brand new emojis, and I could see a use case for like the fingerprint or the flash gun, but not, and maybe the face kind of, but not really anything else. But who knows, in the comments down below, what would use these emojis for? Now, next thing has to do with notifications, because in macOS 15.3 that released this week, notification summary is completely disabled for apps related to news. This is because it got it wrong quite a bit of times. However, Apple is expected to finally fix this issue, and it will be re-enabled for news apps, and overall, the AI summarization should just be a lot better. Now, an Apple Intelligence feature that we have not gotten at all, but iOS has gotten, is Apple Intelligence Photo Memories. Now, why hasn't Apple released this feature? Well, it could be due to a variety of reasons, mainly if it got delayed, or because they had to rewrite it. Mainly because the Photos app on iOS is mainly UIKit components with a little bit of SwiftUI, but the Photos app on Mac is AppKit. They don't use much SwiftUI in the Mac Photos app, so they gotta kind of rewrite a couple of things. Now, I do expect that they will use SwiftUI with the Photo Memory feature, but we gotta wait and see. They still gotta do a couple of architectural differences with the photo memory feature inside of the Photos app on macOS. Now, this could also just not come at all, but the chances of that happening is pretty slim, considering Apple was trying to unify both iOS, macOS, iPadOS together.
I'm sorry, I'll try harder.
The next thing is that we're going to be getting a better Siri. It's going to be more contextually aware and actually useful for once. So the only thing we have with Siri currently is a design that I guess is okay. I don't like that it doesn't slide in or anything or fades in. It just kind of just appears, which, knowing Apple with animations, I know they could do a lot better than what they did here. But disregarding the design of Siri, it's going to be getting a lot better. So first of all, you'll be able to use Siri inside of apps. So for example, if I were to go into Willie Widgets right here, I could just say, Siri, create a new theme. And Siri would just create a new theme right here. So this is just a broad example of what it could do inside of apps. It could overall just do a lot more inside of apps. So that is if third parties will support it. Now, I have decided I will be doing a couple of things with Siri inside of my apps right here. But just letting you know, you'll be able to do a lot more with Siri. And it will also understand you better. And if you say a wrong word by accident, you'll be able to say, oh wait, I meant this. So for example, set a timer for 5 minutes. Wait, no, I meant 10 minutes. It would set a timer for 10 minutes. So this is unfortunately only available on Apple Silicon Macs, just like all the other Apple Intelligence features. But we still got quite a bit more to talk about that aren't for only Apple Silicon, because we could just get a bunch of random changes. Now, inside display settings, we got show all resolutions as a list inside of macOS 13.3. That was a mid-year update during that time of year, but we could still get some random changes inside of here, which I'll happily cover macOS 15.4 videos on the channel here. Now, when can we expect the first beta to release? So we currently have macOS Sequoia 15.3 released to the public here on Monday. Now, I do not expect a beta to come out at all this week. I expect it to come out in February. And I also do not expect it next week. I expect it the week of the 10th. But Willie Apple, iOS 16.4 came out the same week Well, that was because Apple had to comply with European Union changes, and they don't have to do that this year. And that kind of ruined iOS 17.4, to be honest. Now, this is based off of previous years, but in 2022, iOS 15.4 came out in January, while we need to wait for iOS 15.5 for a while. And a final release date, I'm going to say mid-March, or even late March, which I would expect it somewhere between March 17th or March 28th. So yeah, quite a bit of waiting that you'll have to do for more features inside of macOS if you're on the stable channel, but if you're going to be installing betas, expect it mid-February. Alright, thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, share it to your friends, let me know how excited you are about macOS 15.4 down in the comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!